So Ashley, this is the time of year for me where I have those hand packets, the warmers everywhere, like in the car, like in my desk here at work. I mean, anywhere that they can be put. I really need them this time of year.
So if I happen to forget my gloves, yes, meteorologists tend to forget
you know the girl
gloves.
who will help you out.
Exactly.
Right.
I know what desk to go to. But yeah, this is the time of year where you absolutely want the hand warmers because these temperatures are taking a big tumble. And this always happens towards the end of January into early February, even though this isn't, quote, average, but we are used to this time of year having that big blast of Arctic air. So tomorrow's high, here's just a little snapshot of it. We might not even get out of the teens tomorrow. 18 is typically our low temperature for this time of year, and that's what our high will top out at tomorrow. We should be right around the freezing mark. Even though we have a little progression on Wednesday, still looking to be about 10 degrees below average. It's not until Thursday that we welcome back some more seasonal conditions, but it's brief because watch what happens. Another Arctic front blows in on Friday, and in fact, Friday is shaping up to be the coldest morning that we will have in the forecast, but we got to get there first. So let's look at how these flurries change to more frigid temperatures over the next 24 hours. That Arctic air starts to sink down into the Great Lakes, and a lot of us will be waking up to actual air temperatures anywhere between 5 below zero to right around 5 degrees with the sub-zero wind chills. So right now, 27 in Detroit, 23 in Howell, 25 in Pontiac, Adrian 25. Overcast skies over the downtown skyline. You might get a peek of sun this afternoon, but I emphasize peek. We're still going to have mostly cloudy skies. But as we scour our 4 zones, 32 in Taylor right now, 27 off in Livonia, a little farther south, 27 also in Dundee. Adrian, Saline reporting 25. To our west, Ann Arbor's at 24, Flint a little bit cooler, 22, and up into the thumb in our northern zone, we are in the low to mid 20s. Port Huron, though, reporting 27 degrees. Exact Track 40 radar shows still a few light flurries hanging tight, mainly just north of Jackson, but stretching all the way eastward towards Port Huron. So this is just clipping that very northern edge of Wayne and Washtenaw counties, so well into Macomb, Oakland counties at this hour. But that's going to fizzle out over the next couple hours. So for today, we hang tight in the upper 20s, about 24 degrees at 6 o'clock this afternoon. And as I mentioned, mostly cloudy. For tonight, though, we'll have a little more clearing. We'll say partial clearing, just enough to allow any kind of warmth at the surface. And we're struggling to look for warmth, right, to escape because clouds serve as a blanket during the overnight. We're not going to have much of that blanket. So 7 is the forecasted low. The feels like forecast then turns to be our headline tomorrow. Kids at the bus stop, it's going to feel anywhere between 2 to maybe even 13 degrees below zero when you factor in the winds out there. And so extra layers will absolutely be needed tomorrow into the afternoon. We get a little bit of progress, but still those wind chills feeling like single digits in a lot of places. Come Wednesday morning, that feels like temperature will be right around zero once again. We have that little reprieve from the cold going into Thursday, but as mentioned, another blast of cold air with an Arctic front that moves in. By Friday morning, 5 is the overnight low. Saturday morning, 3, and that's not factoring in wind chills, which we suspect could be right around 15 degrees below zero. If that's the case, I would not be surprised if the National Weather Service issues a wind chill advisory. So as we get closer to Friday, we'll see if that happens. But then on Sunday, Christy, look, we get back in the upper 30s. So we will have a warm up going into next week.
I mean, that's slightly tropical. Thanks so much, Ashley.